The creepiest school rampage is still the one in Arkansas. Same state that locked up the West Memphis 3. Jonesboro, Arkansas. 13 and 11-year-old boys. The 11-year-old, the dominant one. And of course, the U.S. Senate committee, led by that noted tolerant genius, Senator Joe Lieberman, said music was once again at fault, and even flew up one of the teachers from Jonesboro who claimed the older gun child was a fine boy until he started listening to that Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tupac Shaker. What she didn't mention was that he also sang in the church choir regularly, and that at age 13 and 11, those kids knew how to hotwire and drive a van, and that they learned how to shoot almost as soon as they could walk, and knew right where to find their grandpappy's guns when the big day came. They shot only girls and a female teacher, and the older one said it was because one of the girls had jilted him by refusing to become his girlfriend on demand. Where did that come from? Sorry, Senator Lieberman, but bigotry, sexism, and sharpshooters dressed like Rambo in their baby pictures, that doesn't come from music, that comes from parents. So ban black trench coats, that'll solve the problem. The Columbine shooters were not in the trench coat mafia and were not Marilyn Manson fans, by the way. And Lord, none of this would have happened if we just hung up the 10 Commandments in all the classrooms to make them memorize thou shalt not kill before they graduate and join the Marines or become San Francisco police officers. Leave it to bonehead schools and cops to overreact so far off the scale as long as it avoids real problems and real solutions. Instead of teaching tolerance, they promote more intolerance. A woman I know who teaches in Fort Collins High School, further north of Columbine, told me that on the day of the shooting, the administration called an emergency staff meeting, and one of the people there said, "We've got to start profiling those kids." So with Columbine as an excuse, open season on those kids has begun. In Salt Lake City, a kid got kicked out of school for wearing a t-shirt promoting gang activity because it said vegan on it. In Florida, a girl was suspended for bringing nail clippers to class. Since 1996, 20 students in only 4 states surveyed have been suspended for possession of Alka-Seltzer. No matter how nauseating the curriculum, thou shalt not bring fizzies to class. And near Dallas, a 13-year-old spent 5 days in jail because a parent complained about his Halloween essay that got extra credit from the teacher. And 2 10-year-olds were charged with a felony in Virginia trying to injure or kill their teacher because they squirted soap in her water bottle. What is this? Sam Donaldson quacking away about the coming onslaught of goth gangs had me rolling on the floor with laughter. Less funny, however, is the Crime Prevention Resource Center out of Fort Worth, Texas, a group of cops and concerned citizens who run around telling school and parent groups that goths are as dangerous a gang as Crips and Bloods. And that any child caught listening to Marilyn Manson should be put in a mental hospital. And if you think some parents don't take that shit seriously and lock their kids up, look at this. According to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, more and more school kids are developing serious back and shoulder problems thanks to lockers being torn down, so they have to carry all their books with them everywhere they go, preferably in see-through backpacks. Still further out in loony land is Odessa, Texas, where students at Permian High School are now surrounded by a giant security fence, surveillance cameras with black boxes in all the classrooms and on the school buses, and everybody's got to wear barcode badges around their necks at all times. And for fire drill in Williams Bay, Wisconsin, Explorer Scouts in militia fatigues stormed the school during class, firing blanks and pretending to shoot the principal and take hostages, which might have been a very interesting day to be in school, actually. And this is getting weirder. Our government and the private security industry have found a way to get in the game, too. Straight out of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, let's play Get the Geeks. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, you know, the same ones who fried David Koresh in Waco instead of arresting him when he was out jogging or trying to scam on chicks in metal bars. Well, they have their Mosaic 2000 program where school officials can secretly vet and rate potential troublemakers on a scale of 1 to 10 and have the feds tell them if they should kick them out or lock them up. And Pinkerton, yes, that Pinkerton offers t-shirts and cash prizes to kids who turn in their fellow students for being too strange under the under the WAVE program. Among the symptoms of dangerous behavior initially listed by Pinkerton are bad grades, little interest in school, and excessive feelings of isolation or rejection. This too could have been me. It was me. Time magazine cashed in with their How to Spot a Troubled Kid article. And here's the handy guidelines to find out if your kid is dangerously depressed. Acting up in school, refusing to take part in school and family events, seeking out music, art, and games and books with death-related themes. Titanic, Shakespeare, and feeling that their family, peers, and teachers disapprove of them. This, my friends, is now a medical disorder according to Time. And while in preschoolers, the experts say to oh, wait a minute, here's the new one from the FBI on how to tell if a kid's going to shoot up the school. Watching TV without parental supervision, inappropriate humor, and appearing detached from school. While the experts in Time also say to look for this in preschoolers, overactivity. Watch out, Eddie. Sad appearance, irritability, and tendency to portray the world as bleak. And the answer, of course, is drugs. No, not the fun drugs, but overused, abused narcotics like Prozac, Ritalin, Paxil, Zoloft, Xanax, made and overpriced by the very multinational drug cartels, corporations, that help finance the Just Say No commercials, that help drug America's paranoid populace into tolerating the drug war. Have you drugged your kid today? According to ABC News, 7 million American school children are now doped up on meds. 7 million. Up from 100,000 only 20 years ago, pre-Reagan. Kids in America are 10 times more likely to be dosed with Ritalin than they are in Europe, and twice as likely as Canada. There's enough examples just among people I know that I fear today's Ritalin kids are at risk of becoming tomorrow's speed freaks and junkies. But what if school really is boring? What if parents, teachers, and peers are stupid? Does that mean we should drug our best and brightest minds of the future just to get them to obey? Smart remark? Oh, must be hyperactive. Bored with class? Oh dear, attention deficit disorder. We're drugging our kids so we don't have to talk to them, overscheduling them with pointless activities instead of asking what they really want to do, or worse yet, spending actual time together with them. You have your own TV and computer in your room. Now go away. And let's not forget those newfangled SUVs and minivans with built-in drop-down television screens. So parents can pop in a video and sedate and ignore their kids without wasting 1 minute of precious cell phone time as they run red lights on Valencia.